What is going on, everybody? It's the one and only Minute 013. It is December 28th, Friday, 2018. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is episode 31 of the Room 013 podcast. Thank you for joining. We are almost out of 2018. We almost out of here, man. We almost out of here. Hope everyone has had a great year. We got one more show, which is Sunday, December 30th, for this year. You know what I'm saying? We had 3 Day 13 winners, and we've had a great year. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten, listen, man, like I said, people start with like 1 episode, 2 episodes, 10, 15, and then they just fall into a slump, and then they just stop. Right now, episode 30 is crazy. I honestly did not think, back in March when I thought about this whole podcast, I was like, damn, okay, I really gotta get this shit done. Then in April, boom, I started moving on it, and then I did not think it would get this far. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, we first started off on SoundCloud. There's, I think, about 10 episodes on SoundCloud. You can check those out. There's, I think 10 episodes on there. But, then, where else? Mixcloud is about, 10 episodes on there. The very first weeks, we really didn't have any sponsorships. We didn't have any, we were just building up some momentum. You know what I'm saying? So then, Here we are right now. Thank you. Shout out to the people at Anchor. Shout out to the people at Spotify, iHeartRadio. Soon you'll be able to listen on Pandora. And yeah, it's just things is 2019 big things. Like I said, the Room 013 merchandise will be limited. There'll be 13 exclusive merchandise items that you can purchase. And we'll be outside from those 13 exclusive items, we'll be having some stickers, some posters. I'm gonna try and go to I think it's in May. I think it's in either May or June. There's one, I think it's the YouTube convention. Try to get down there. Like I'm saying, the YouTube channel, go subscribe to it. The content will be up there. Shout out to my boy, yeah, man, things is looking great, and for those of the people that didn't make it to 2018, and for those that we lost in 2018, my heart, my condolences go out to you and your family. It's been a crazy year for me. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. I've definitely opened up more to friends and family, really open up more to friends and family than, it's not good to hold things in, you feel me? But not trying to turn this episode into a sob story. On today's show, Bird Box. We're going to talk about Bird Box. You can't go on social media without seeing these damn Bird Box memes, you feel me? Bird Box. I saw it. It was good. I enjoyed it. I've seen it twice. And I think you guys should see it too. We're going to talk about Bird Box. Jack Black, comedian actor Jack Black, is taking his talents to YouTube. Yeah, he's going to be streaming Jack Black. We got some listening emails. And for those of you fans or players of Fallout 76, you may be cheating. And if you do get caught, you will be writing an essay. Yeah, you will have to write an essay to get your account unbanned. The tragic sales of the PlayStation Classic is we're gonna talk about that. I keep posting on Snapchat and Instagram how bad like they're still in stores, and rumors, well, not rumors, it has, people have been able to do it, and there was a silent beta release. PlayStation Network's newest features, we're going to talk about that, and a whole lot more. We got this plenty of shit to talk about, but I want to thank you for tuning in. We're going to be right back.
Keep it locked right here.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the greatest show on earth.
1614 Menace 1.
Don't touch that dial.
Room 013. Room 013.
Listen, guys, with so much content whizzing around out there, there's only one storytelling platform that helps you keep calm and stay informed and inspired. Flipboard. Flipboard curates the world's stories so you can be smart in your work, life, and play. Choose from thousands of topics to personalize Flipboard and get the latest stories from the best publishers and experts delivered to you 24/7. Flipboard is a social news app that people have been raving about for years. Trust me. When you see the stories that you want to publish, save, or share, just tap the plus button and add them to your private or public collections. It's that simple. Used by millions of people every day, myself included, Flipboard is how people move themselves and the world forward. Get started now at flipboard.com. All right, we are back. It's Room 013, episode 30, December 28, 2018. Netflix original film Bird Box, starring Sandra Bullock. Now, when I saw people talking about it on Facebook, it was like, yo, Bird Box, this shit was crazy. And this was before all the memes was happening. They were saying, oh, you guys should watch it. So I checked it out before all the memes hit the internet. It was really great. I enjoyed it. It was about like 2 hours and some change. I said I watched it twice. It was good. A lot of people were comparing it to The Happening, that M. Night Shyamalan, whatever the fuck, however the hell you say his name, they're comparing it to that. But I did some research. The director, writers, for the Bird Box, it was actually written before The Happening was released and made. He didn't want to, it was written before The Happening came out. So Bird Box wasn't put into development because they didn't want it to get it lost in the shuffle of all those types of movies and shit like that. But the Bird Box is good. I saw The Happening, and people comparing it to A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place was good. I mean, Bird Box was different. It was different in its own. They both, there's some certain similarities, but that shit is crazy. Like, it was crazy. Like, towards the end, I don't want to spoil anything, but alright, I might spoil it. So, the shit been out since December 21st. If you haven't watched it, what the fuck's wrong with you? So, when Rick, who contacted her on the walkie, was like, yeah, just come downstream and follow the birds chirping. And in the movie, the birds chirp when they sit, it was believed that the birds go crazy when, the creature is near. So I'm like, all right, so if they going towards where all the birds chirping, they going around where a whole bunch of creatures are going to be, and it's going to be like a motherfucking setup. And I was like, hold up. You going in a big-ass forest, this big-ass area with all these birds chirping. It just seemed kind of iffy to me. But, man, I was wrong. Spoiler, I was wrong. MGK was in that movie. Damn, what's his name? Derek? I don't know. I ain't write it in my notes. He was in Get Out. He was the one that helped the dude at the end who worked at the airport. He was in that shit too. Yeah, it was a great movie. I would definitely recommend you guys watching it. I've seen it twice. Will I watch it again? Hell yeah. But I won't watch it again anytime soon, and that is because, before I tell you why I'm not gonna watch it anytime soon, fucking Bird Box broke a Netflix record with 45 million people watching in its first week. Now, that's 45 million accounts watching it, but really we know that's probably about 200 million people seeing it because people share accounts and shit. So 45 million Netflix accounts have now streamed Bird Box, which sets a new record for the best ever first week for a Netflix film. So congratulations to them. It was an all-star cast. I loved it. Now, I lost what the fuck was I was gonna say. Black Mirror. That's why. Black Mirror. It's not a new season, it's a movie. They released the movie early last night. I want to say like 12 a.m. last night. And it's an interactive movie. What I've been told, it has over 200 hours worth of different endings. So everybody who watches it don't see the same shit. Like, unless you FaceTime with your friend or you on the phone talking, like, okay, select this option, select that option. It's different. It's an interactive movie. I will be watching that probably tonight or maybe tomorrow, depending on what's on my agenda, what I gotta do and shit like that. But I will be watching. If you have not watched Black Series, if you have not watched Black Mirror, I advise you guys to watch all the series and then check out the movie. It's great, and I love the fact that in some of the series they reused certain like actors and actresses, not playing the same characters, but certain actors and actresses in the movie. There's one episode called Black Mirror Museum, and this was pretty dope, where it was a museum of all the shit. It was a museum and it had all the shit from all past Black Mirror episodes. It was pretty cool, so definitely go check that out. Black Mirror. Check that motherfucking movie out. It's on Netflix. Bird Box. Check that out if you have not. You know what I'm saying? Good actors and actresses. Speaking of actors, actor comedian Jack Black, also a musician. Jack Black is now on YouTube, like I said earlier. He's on YouTube and he's streaming. He was, what was the name of it? Jablinski Games. And he is covering topics as far as games, food, and life. It's going to be him. His 12-year-old is editing the videos. And yeah, I'm interested to seeing funny man Jack Black wild out and play some motherfucking video games, right? And video games, we all love video games. People who love Bethesda and Fallout. Bethesda has banned a bunch of Fallout 76 players for using third-party software like mods and cheating programs, Cheat Engine. You know, a lot of PC users use Cheat Engine. And if they want to get their accounts back, all they have to do is write an essay as an appeal in defense of their actions, why they did this cheating. A bunch of players received emails from them and the customer support. There's screenshots on Reddit. If you don't believe me, go check it out. They actually have to write an essay. And it's fucking, I think it's funny. I don't know if they're trying to troll them, but it's hilarious. You got to write an essay in hopes maybe you'll get your account back. Not write the essay and get your account back. Write the long ass essay and then maybe you'll get your account back, all right? And motherfucking Sony, I posted this on Instagram, on my Snapchat. Nobody wants the Sony PlayStation Classic. I'm calling it the Sony PlayStation Tragic, all right? For $100, this shit came out. 20 shitty-ass games on it. You could have had Tony Hawk Underground. You could have had fucking GTA. You could have had fucking Crash, or the game that they chose. Come on, man. Nobody wants some shits. And jokingly, I was talking to my friend. I said, yo, maybe if it's $30, I'll buy it. Then the next day, I go on fucking... The next day, I check the Target app, and they got a 40% off cartwheel offer. 40% off. And I'm like, damn, 40% off 100? I'm like, wow, they really trying to get rid of their consoles. Target had a whole bunch of them. GameStop got a whole bunch of them. Then the next day, boom, I get right on the internet. Sony PlayStation Classic dropped the price from $99.99 to $59.99. I'm like, wow. Like, they know it was a bad decision. They know the sales suck. The sales have been sucking. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the price 23 days after a release. That's bad. And yeah, even with the like I said, with my discount, I still wouldn't buy that shit. I still wouldn't buy that shit. I'd take it as a gift, but I'm not spending my money on that shit. Hell no. They need to go. They trying to do what Nintendo did. Nah, they fucked up big time. They really fucked up big time on that. You know what I'm saying? And PlayStation, you got a PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita. How many people still got Vitas? Or PlayStation 4? Between January 1st and February 5th, you got PlayStation Plus. You can get Steep is the exclusive, and then Portal Knights, which is kind of like Minecraft. I seen my nephew play that shit, Portal Knights. But yeah, Steep is one game from Ubisoft. You know what I mean? It lets you ski, snowboard, glide in a wingsuit, you know, from tippity top mountain pikes and shit, mountain peaks. And yeah, another game is Portal Knights. So January 1st through February 5th, you could pick those up. On the PlayStation 3, the freebies are Zone of Enders, the HD collection, not the regular. Zone of Enders, the HD collection. And you know, it's remastered and shit like that. And Amplitude. I've never played Amplitude before. I don't know what that is. Zone of Enders, HD collection, Amplitude. And PlayStation Vita owners can grab Fallen Legion Flames of Rebellion. Also playable on PS4. And Vita also gets Super Mutant Alien Assault. I feel like Vita gets more shit because nobody's on the Vita. So like, okay, here's a whole bunch of freebie indie games. But this freebie for the PlayStation 3 kind of sucks. But before, PlayStation 3 had a lot of good freebies. And I regret not turning on my PlayStation 3 to buy those. Well, actually, I don't really need to turn my PlayStation 3 on. I could just go on the PlayStation Store. And yeah, I fucked up on that. I could have did that. I went to the PlayStation Store and downloaded them that way. But oh well, my mistake. I could have did that. I know now for the future. I got it. I know now for the future. But yeah, when we return, listener emails. Remember, room013podcast@gmail.com. Sending your emails. room013podcast@gmail.com. Listener emails when we return.
Shush. Arby's has an announcement to make. Triple thick, brown sugar bacon. Triple thick, brown sugar bacon. Sprinkle, smell, taste 3 times thicker. Sprinkle, smell, taste. Arby's, we have the meat.
Room 013.
All right, listener emails. December 28, 2018, Friday, episode 31. Episode 31, listener emails. All right, guys, like I said, if you got any, you need some advice, you want a shout out or whatever, sending your questions to room013podcast@gmail.com. I will read it on the podcast, all right? So, we're going to read this first one from Q from Sacramento. Q says, I have friends, both bi, that think I'm bi and keep trying to have me come out as bi, but I'm a closeted lesbian and they keep telling me that same-sex attraction isn't real. I don't know if I'm ready to come out yet, and I also don't know what they'll think. Any advice? All right, before you come out to them, I think you need to have a little talk with them. Before you come out to them, I think you need to have a little talk with them and see if they actually believe that lesbians, gay guys, lesbians, gay guys, gay girls exist. Because if they don't believe you, and you do come out to them, I don't think it'll be safe for you to come out, and I don't think it's going to be a good reaction from them. I don't think they will act well. If they believe gays and lesbians don't exist, blah, 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 and, they don't believe that, they're stupid. But if they act well, if they react well, then you'll probably be safe coming out. Whether you come out or not, you probably need to tell them that same-sex attraction is real, just for your own well-being, and come out when you're ready. Don't come out when people asking you and they say, "Oh, I think you're gay. I think you're..." Don't come out when you're ready. It matters when you're ready. There's no rush. There's no rush, and I hope it goes well whether you come out or not. All right. Thank you for sending that in. Next one. X2 from Dallas. X2, what are you a mutant? At first, when I was scrolling through the emails, I thought it said X23, but X2 says, do you think there's any truth to not going after your dreams is a slow suicide phrase? Because currently I'm not, and let me tell you, I feel drained and numbed. All right, so you want to know if I think not going after your dreams is a slow suicide. If that's true, if that phrase is true. Yes and no. Let me tell you. Yes and no. I do think resentment will kill you. I think resentment will kill you in just about anything. If you have goals and if there's something you're trying to do and not doing, I think resentment will kill you in just about anything. If all you can think about is how you're not going after your dreams, that's bad. If you look at your life in bitterness for what you're not doing, that's going to engulf in... It's just going to throw you off track and mess up your every creativity, every inspiration you have in you to actually go out and hit those dreams, hit those marks. You know what I'm saying? Every spark of curiosity, creative impulse, or problem solving, or love, life, friendship, all that shit, it's just, you're not gonna get far. Even if there's gonna be barriers, you have to break down those barriers. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's barriers to chasing your dreams, whatever they may be, they gotta get removed. Those barriers gotta get removed. You might not be able to turn off the part of your brain that's accustomed to thinking in terms of like, damn, I lost this. What am I gonna do? Like, you gotta see how far you've left behind to move forward. So rather than dwelling on what you're not doing to chase your dreams, if I were you, take a step back and consider what you can do, not what you can't. Think about what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have that mentality like, oh, I would go to Alaska, but I don't have the money. I would go to this party, but I can't, because if you think like that, you already fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Don't think, but can't. I want to do this, but I should go do that, but you're already fucking up. And I've had talks with people this year that told me the same exact thing. You know what I mean? I had to realize, like, I have to stop thinking I can't. Stop thinking I could. Stop thinking I can't. Stop thinking I should do this. I should. Get no more shoulds. I will, and I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to get embedded into your brain. No more I should, or maybe. You got to get that. You have to now. I can, I will, and you are going to do that. Make a list. I would make a list of small things you can do in your everyday pursuit of your dreams. Make a small list. You know what I mean? And then once you pick up some steam, you'll be able to potentially start planning for bigger and better things. Visualize it. Get like a whiteboard. Get visualize it. Start with a list, and then you'll be doing bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've recently been in that same situation, so I know how you're feeling, and I appreciate you sending that in. All right. This last one I'm gonna read is from Sam from Tennessee. Hi, I keep hearing that exercise and workout is supposed to help relieve some anxiety and depression symptoms. Everyone I've talked to had a lot of luck with this, and few professionals I've spoken to don't seem to really believe that working out actually makes me feel worse. Am I weird, abnormal for feeling more depressed with exercise than without? All right, thank you for sending that in, Sam. I hope you're doing okay. I've heard the same about exercise and working out, and I believe it. However, I believe that it doesn't necessarily feel the way for everyone. Everyone's different. I'm not in your shoes, but I'm sorry that those you have spoken to have made you feel that way and really not believed in you. Something like this is simply not to the fact that, like I said, we're all different. We have different experiences, thoughts, memories, and ways we can do everyday tasks and shit like that. Our bodies can also be different physically. Nobody looks the same. We could be tall, short, have black hair, brown hair, running and weightlifting. Our stamina is different. One person can help. You know what I'm saying? For one person can help them feel amazing and positive. For another, like yourself, it may not be, which is perfectly okay. I think that people like playing video games. I like playing video games. People like playing video games and it makes them feel happy. Others find them irritating and stupid and it gets them all worked up. See, it's, two sides of a coin. I completely understand that it's not exactly the same as your situation, but I'm just using it as an example. I guess support my belief. I'm just using it to support my belief and help you believe it too. You feel me? Do you feel like, you could probably feel like there's sports, maybe there's sports you could try. There's apps, you got a tablet, smartphone, there's apps that can help motivate you and speak you through workouts, which may help you. If nobody's willing to be by your side to help. And I don't say this because I'm not saying I don't believe in you. I believe in you. But there's other ways, there's other options. And even if like sports, like if you're not into sports, maybe you want to try, you could probably get into archery, writing, painting, maybe. You could do photography, editing, or even like playing an instrument, bowling. I like bowling. You could get into bowling. Each of those activities right there that I just named, how many I named? Each of those activities that I named, it leaves room for you to progress and refine your skills. Because you're not going to be, day one, you start bowling, you're not going to be like perfect. Day one, archery, you're not going to be perfect. It gives you, if you keep consistently doing it, it gives you time to refine your skills and progress. You know what I'm saying? And I find that really helpful when I'm not feeling motivated or I feel negative. Just do something that I know I could keep on improving. Like I used to draw, you know what I'm saying? I used to make beats, Another tip I would give you is to always allow yourself to spend some time doing things you love. Don't do something because somebody, don't go hang out with people because they love doing a certain thing. Do something that you like. I don't think you're abnormal. I don't think you're weird. I would say, do shit you like. Watching your favorite TV show or having a bubble bath, allows you to escape for a little bit. Go to a spa, get a massage. They got a lot of massage deals on Groupon. Like I said, you're not abnormal. You're not weird. You're a human and just as valid as someone who finds positivity out of working out. That's honestly, you're doing well, and that's not the only option for you to find safe and healthy relief. But we're all different, and that is amazing. And me, I honestly do wish you the best with finding a way to express yourself. And like I said, if there's any progress in your journey, let me know. Email me back. Call up. And I'd definitely like to hear. I'd definitely like to keep in touch and hear your whole progress. All right, so thank you for sending that in, Sam from Tennessee. And like always, people, the email address is room013podcast@gmail.com. Send in your emails, your questions, your advice. I will read it, answer you, get it on the podcast. Like I said, I've answered other people off the podcast, but it's really intriguing. If I may read it on the podcast. So, yeah, those three. Thank you for sending those in.
Hi, I'm Sean. I am Ian. I'm Rex. I'm Anissa. I'm Huggins. I'm Liliana. I'm Helena. My name is Audrey. My name is Kim. We're kids with diabetes. Diabetes is weird. I hate diabetes. People say there's no cure. I don't believe that. I won't believe it. We are fighting for a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. How can you help? What if you don't help?
Yeah, Room 013, episode 31. What I neglected to mention when I was talking about the video games and whatnot is the fact that now Sony, the PlayStation Network, they rolled out a beta. In 2019, we will be able to change our PSN IDs. Now, Microsoft and Xbox, they've been doing this for years. They've been doing this for years. But now Sony has finally been able to do it. There was a beta for select people. And I have a friend that was able to do it. I've seen screenshots and videos. I think this is great going forward. Some people have usernames that are like, for example, Warhawk Sniper 23, mainly because you love the game Warhawk and you're great at sniping and shit like that. But because you have that name is going to follow you with every other video game. Like, it's just weird. People who have IDs named after games. And like mine is Maniac-Menace. That one, how did I come up with that one? There was a group, Maniacs, and also, I think that was also my old YouTube username. And then on the Xbox, when I had the Xbox 360 Elite, the name that I chose on there was Maniac Menace 013 or some shit like that, with no hyphen in it. I no longer use Xbox, but I would go on Xbox and change it. If I did have one, I would change that shit. But yeah, now, so like even with like social media, everyone wants to have, it's important to have the same handle, so it's easier for people to find you and whatnot. I think it's great. Like it's free the first time on the PlayStation, and it's free to change it the first time. If you have PlayStation Plus, it'll cost you $5 the second time, or an additional time, $5. If you don't have PlayStation Plus, after your free name change, it'll cost you $10. Now, the name change doesn't affect instantly. What does affect instantly is your profile. When people look up your old username, it'll automatically bring them to the new one, and it doesn't mess up your trophies, your profile stats. I seen my friend who was playing Call of Duty, and his shit was still looking good. So I think it's pretty cool that they're doing the name change. I don't know, I'm kind of like in between the middle. I don't know. I want to change it to Menace 013. So everything is Menace 013. But because of my YouTube videos and everything, it's history. It's recorded. Maniac Menace. So I don't know. When the time comes, I'll check it out. I wish I also selected for the beta. But then again, I'm glad I wasn't, because I would have been so tossed, so conflicted. But yeah, if you have a PlayStation Network account, and then that's a good thing too, because some people, they make new accounts because they don't like their username. Now you'll be able to change it in 2019. So good job, Sony. Good job. But not good job on that PlayStation tragic. So yeah, man. That is what I neglected to talk about in the video games segment. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great weekend, have a great morning, great afternoon, great night. I'll catch you guys on Sunday, the last episode of 2018. And I hope your holiday was great. And have a great new year. You know what I'm saying? Episode 32. We'll talk about some New Year's resolutions. We'll talk about the future of Room 013. And, I'm thinking we need to bring back every single guest that we've had on the episode. On the show. I'm thinking we need to bring back every single guest we've had on the show. It's gonna be something great. Anyway, like always, have a good night, good morning, afternoon. Love you guys all. Thank you for the support. Man 013, James Robinson. I am out.
Room 013. Room 013.